Mr. Jesudasu Seelam.
So, I would like to say a few words because my friends spoke about Tamil Nadu. Of course, Tamil Nadu is worst affected. Sir, Puducherry and the adjoining areas of Andhra Pradesh, especially Nellore, Chittoor, Kadapa, Anantapuram, and Prakasham districts. 5 districts have been severely affected, sir. More than 2 lakh hectares of land, and then the loss for animal husbandry. Many animals have died, and sir, the the people are in great distress. I don't want to repeat what has been said. My colleague Ramesh has said, but he only said 3 districts, but it is in fact 5 districts. 2 people died in Anantapuram, 1 person died in Prakasham district. So it's 5 districts. We request, the rehabilitation work is going on. Thanks to the officers, they are working to shift the people from the low areas. In fact, 86 millimeters in one day, it's a very record. So Andhra Pradesh is not new to facing cyclones. There is a system to meet the natural calamities like this. Not only in Andhra Pradesh, sir, there is a system right from West Bengal, Orissa, and the leader of opposition was explaining how he spent the 21 days in Orissa looking at the hundreds of dead bodies. We are used to facing these situations. Sir, I wanted to, at this juncture, the Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, while before the discussion was started, he was telling, give suggestions. He himself was quoting, for instance, in Andhra Pradesh, during this current trouble, the rain started from 9th November, but the seriousness came from the 15th November, between 15th and 22nd. It was very, very unfortunate. So much damage for the crops, for the people are inconvenienced. So he was telling that there should be concrete suggestion, but he himself, while talking about the Andhra Pradesh, the government of Andhra Pradesh have assessed a damage of around preliminary damage of 3,000 crores and requested the government of India to send at least 1,000 crores immediate relief to meet the eventualities there, sir. But the Honorable Central Minister has said, no, we have created what is called a State Disaster Relief Fund, which comprises 75% central share and 25% state share. And every year they are releasing some money from the center to the SDRF, that is State Disaster Relief Fund. So what his suggestion was, this applies to all the 3-4 states which are affected. For instance, Andhra Pradesh, it is released every year in 2 installments, 6 monthly once. So for the last 2 years, 14-15 and this year 15-16, the Andhra Pradesh was given 4 installments, central share. What his suggestion was, let that money be spent first, and that state should add that 25%, then come to the center. Don't ask us money. So this is what he said. Then they will give from the NDRF, National Disaster Relief Fund. So secondly, sir, this is not happening on the ground. There should be a clear, sir, relief, rehabilitation, and meeting the natural calamities is not new. There is a set pattern. But after the new dispensation has come, there is some disturbance in that, because the State Disaster Relief Fund will not be able to meet the colossal loss. That is why the center, sir, we have discussed that there should be a very strong presence. The center should come to the rescue of the state governments, because state governments' budget is very, very limited. even if they spend 25% and 75% of the central share, these are not, these are natural calamities on such a magnitude, it will not be sufficient to read these guidelines. So I think the policy should be, there is a set pattern, the policy, for instance, how this is going to fail. For instance, we had a very, very unfortunate Hudud Tufan. I mean, Mr. Ramesh was mentioning there, the loss was originally, the central government was, the Honorable Prime Minister visited and promised 1,000 crores on the spot, looking at the disaster, looking at the serious conditions. But what happened, the state government gave an estimation of 9,000 crores. So what happened, the Prime Minister came, released 400 crores immediately, a central team has gone, then they assessed the loss as 770 crores. Sir, see, look at the difference between the estimation by the state government 9,000 and the central government's estimation of 770. So what happened thereon? The 400 was released. Among the rest, they should have got 600 more as per the Prime Minister's announcement. But they only got through 230 crores, saying that is the central share of 75% in the state disaster relief fund. So ultimately, out of 9,000 crores the state government has requested, 630 crores only was given. Not the 10,000 crores as Prime Minister's promised. No, that was not given. Only 630 is given. What I am trying to say is, when such calamities occur, irrespective of the which party is in the ruling, it's the people who are suffering. So the government of the present dispensation should relook at their policy. It should be equitable, it should be proportionate to the damage, the immediate survey has to be done, the immediate relief has to be done, because even the relief also, there are some discrepancies. For instance, our team under the chairmanship of the President of the Andhra Pradesh Congress Committee and also comprising other senior leaders, including the leader of opposition in the Legislative Council, they went around all these 5 districts for 7 days. So they have suggested some measures saying that it was working well before the new dispensation came, the old scheme of immediately central government assisting. Sir, I would request, today it happened here, God forbid, it should not happen such calamity elsewhere also. For the entire coastal states, I would suggest, but there should be a proper policy in place, not at asking the states to spend, because states are under severe financial constraints, especially my state of Andhra Pradesh, as you are aware. It's a newly created state, in fact. It is not my friends Telangana who are created, but we are asked to get out and go out and start a new capital, new office, new administrative setup. That's why, sir, only I'll take 2 more minutes. So that's why, looking at the peculiar state of the Andhra Pradesh situation, the government of India, out of 3,000 crores, and then we have, sir, I would request you, there should be normal practices. The state immediately sends a report to the honorable members. The honorable members go to the Prime Minister, explain what is happening. There is no communication. There is no communication as to what is happening. We have to collect from the party. Our party has gone and prepared. I hope we are one in this calamity. We would like to support the government stand, get more funds from the central government and see that equitable distribution. I would like to tell my friend, tell your people who are, it is a rehabilitation work, the relief, cyclone or drought situations, the officers, the revenue machinery is given free hand to take care, but it is different in the sense, I don't want to get politics into this, but what is happening is, look at the color, where are you, which party you belong, then you will be given preference. This is unfortunate. The state should understand that people at this hour of crisis should be treated equally without playing any politics. So this is my submission, because the suffering is throughout, it's common to everybody. So number one, I would like to suggest the Andhra Pradesh situation should not end in like Hudud situation in Visakhapatnam. The promises made for 1,000 crores by the Honorable Prime Minister should be fulfilled. So this government is not fulfilling what they are saying. It is not true of the only natural calamity. It is true of building our state. It is special category status. It is giving money to compensate for the loss of revenue in Hyderabad. It is money to build the capital. Every time you ask money, they'll come up with some explanation, spend from here, spend from there, spend what has been given. So there are different heads of account. You can't really, say that we have used that money. Anyway, I would like to not only suggest to the central government, through you, sir, through this August House, I would urge the government of Andhra Pradesh to be dispassionate, to be more quick, not to entrust it to the local Janmabhoomi party committees, to the entrust to the officers, the work of rehabilitation,
Thank you.
and then see that everybody is relieved of this stress, relieved of these problems, sir. So I would also at the same time request the Government of India to honor the commitment made to the people of Andhra Pradesh, and especially in these 5 districts, people are suffering, farmers are suffering, the laborers are suffering, there is no work, no food, the helicopter dropping off. I will suggest immediate food packets should be distributed, and the national highway should be taken up for repairs immediately, sir. Thousands and thousands of vehicles are stranded. People are not able to locate their kith and kin. It's a very calamity. Even now it started raining, sir. I hope we pray God that the rain gods to stop, and then we would request the administration, both central and state government, to take immediate and then quick relief without any favor or fear, sir. This is my request. Thank you for giving this time.
Shri